Welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams this Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Jacksonville State Gamecocks and the North Dakota State Bison. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. The Gamecocks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And North Dakota State will have the football first as their offense heads onto the field. And here comes the junior running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
22. Booster.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And here comes the punt team. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Here's the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So Jacksonville State's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team. And he is option number 1 for this squad.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Savage. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll move the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run?
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. Absolutely center cut. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. The option look. Now the pitch. Here's a little room there. He's at the 10. Touchdown, North Dakota State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't. But I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they certainly finished it in style with a 71-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gentry. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Can't get him to the ground. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The run inside. It's Scott. He now has 80 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Chance to talk over this third down play to open the period.
Blue 22, blue 22. Go, go.
Back to throw, it's Hayes. Forced out of the pocket. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and take it back. Makes a move. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Over the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. Quarterback gets past the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Defense.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. First and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got nothing on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Running inside, it's Scott. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Scott. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down. You got to throw to the sticks here. But I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch. He advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense. You've got to play somewhere that can go pick.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Maybe some room here. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Scanning the field, it's Hayes. Quick strike complete. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
He's going to run it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
They're testing the right side here. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Ready. 1, 2, 3. Ready, go.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He caught it. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
He splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll bring it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Jacksonville State's offense comes out ready to start this drive. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Snaps it in the shotgun. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the 1st half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
From the gun on 3rd down. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Here's a heat. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in week 1. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement,
Breaks into the open. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Now on first down from the 28. Runs through the tackle. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They want to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. And the Gamecocks will snap it on first and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Now adjusting, trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, it's a great individual effort by him, but boy, oh boy, it came at a cost. He was able to go out and get some positive yards and make something happen for his offense, but did you see the hit he just took? I don't know if he can take too many more of those.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Gamecocks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Savage. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
A designed run for the quarterback. And they're able to get him on the ground. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. He's got it on the run. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
You can see why this running back is on the field on 3rd down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back, just dumped it off, and he was able to make something happen with it, move the chains, keep the offense on the field.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They take the lead here in the 2nd half. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. On the option, the keeper. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
They'll keep it on the ground. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. On the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. On the option. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. The give on the inside. They stop him right there. They tried to... with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They bring the punter onto the field now. They booted away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Makes a man miss. Gives him some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Makes a catch. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get...
Might have a chance. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Nice move to keep running. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen.
Ball is loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. He's got it again. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Now on the option. Now the toss. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
Crosses the 45. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
What a nice play by the defense. Not only get pressure, get the sack. Why is that big? The clock continues to run now. The offense is going to be in scramble mode. They're down, and they're fighting the clock.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Moves away as he feels pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Yeah, I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing. But I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this 4th down and move the sticks.
4th down, got to have it here. Here's a fumble way behind the line. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Dances away. Still on his feet at the 25. Picks up the 1st down and gets out of bounds, and there are 20 seconds left. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Got his man on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Back to throw, it's Hayes. He wants a big play here late. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. One more play to pad the stats. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened.